This video was not filmed. It wasn't animated by a team of artists over several months. It was generated by an AI in under 4 minutes. What you're seeing is the work of Seedance 2.0, the new AI from ByteDance that dropped in February 2026. This isn't just another small step forward in the world of AI video. It's a massive leap that's already being called a glimpse into a future where anyone can be a filmmaker. But as this technology gets more powerful, it's kicking off a huge ethical and copyright debate that could change the internet as we know it, one that's forcing a showdown between Hollywood and Silicon Valley. In this video, we're breaking down the game-changing features of Seedance 2.0, putting it head-to-head with its rivals, and digging into the critical questions it raises for the future of all creative work. The new king. What makes Seedance 2.0 different? So, what's actually under the hood of the AI that has the entire tech and creative world buzzing? It boils down to a concept called true multimodality. While older AI video generators mostly worked from a text prompt and maybe a single reference image, Seedance 2.0 thinks more like a director. Imagine a pre-production workflow. You've got a storyboard artist, a cinematographer, a sound designer, and a scriptwriter. Seedance 2.0 lets you feed all of their work into the AI at once. It can simultaneously process a text prompt, up to 9 different images, up to 3 video clips, and up to 3 separate audio files. That's over a dozen different source files, all working together to guide a single generation. This level of input is what sets it apart. It's not just about telling the AI what to create, it's about showing it how to create it, from camera motion to character design to the rhythm of the music. The results are video clips ranging from 4 to 15 seconds long, rendered at resolutions up to a stunning 2K, and in any aspect ratio you need, whether it's a cinematic 16:9 or a vertical 9:16 for social media. But the specs only tell part of the story. The real revolution is in the control. The director's toolkit, game-changing features where Seedance 2.0 really starts to feel like science fiction, is in the detailed control it gives the user. For the first time, it feels less like you're just rolling the dice with a prompt and more like you're genuinely directing the AI. Let's break down the 4 features that make this possible. First, there's precise reference replication. This is its most powerful and controversial feature. You can upload a video clip and tell the AI to copy specific elements. Reports show this is done through a simple tagging system, letting you type things like, at video 1 camera movement, or, at image 3 character style, right into your prompt. This means if you love the sweeping drone shot from a movie or the unique choreography from a dance video, Seedance 2.0 can replicate that motion and aesthetic with startling accuracy, applying it to a totally new subject and scene. Second is the true game changer, native audio-video generation. This is a massive leap. Most other AI video models generate silent footage, forcing you to do all the sound design, Foley, and dialogue in post-production. Seedance 2.0 generates the video and audio together in one go. This includes synchronized sound effects that match the on-screen action, ambient background noise, and even beat-matched music. Most impressively, it can generate lip-synced dialogue in over 8 languages, though it's reportedly strongest with Chinese dialects. This alone saves countless hours of tedious editing. Third, we have advanced editing and extension. Older AI tools had a big weakness. If you wanted to change one thing, you had to regenerate the entire clip and hope for the best. Seedance 2.0 works more like a traditional video editor. You can seamlessly extend a clip, merge 2 different scenes, or even replace a character or object within a generated video without starting over. This iterative workflow is way more practical for any serious creative work. Finally, there's multi-shot storytelling. Instead of just making one long, continuous clip, Seedance 2.0 can understand a prompt describing a sequence of shots. It then automatically generates a short scene with cuts, different camera angles, and coherent pacing. For an advertiser making a quick social media ad or a filmmaker storyboarding a scene, This is a powerful feature that delivers a more finished product right out of the gate. The AI gauntlet, Seedance 2.0 versus the world. Of course, Seedance 2.0 isn't walking into an empty arena. The space is crowded with titans like Google's Veo, OpenAI's Sora, and Kuaishou's Kling. So how does ByteDance's new model actually stack up? To put it simply, the competition is fierce, but specialized. Google's Veo is known for producing stunning, cinematic visuals. Kling has been praised for its incredible grasp of human motion and complex physics. And Sora, which arguably kicked off this whole tidal wave of interest, still impresses with its imaginative and lengthy generations. But they all share a common weakness: they are mainly text and image to video models that largely ignore integrated audio and advanced, multi-source control. This is where Seedance 2.0 carves out its niche. Its true multimodality and native audio generation put it in a class of its own for creators who demand control. While Sora or Veo might feel like giving a vague idea to a brilliant but unpredictable artist, Seedance 2.0 is like handing a detailed blueprint to a master craftsman. The ability to pull camera movement from one video, a character's look from a set of images, and the rhythm from an audio file gives it an unmatched advantage for targeted, professional work. Independent benchmarks are already showing this, with Seedance 2.0 scoring top marks on evaluation platforms like Seed Video Bench 2.0 for its motion replication and fidelity. Now, we're about to get into the massive legal and ethical storm this is all creating. Honestly, it's the most important part of this conversation, involving cease and desist letters, accusations of high-speed piracy, and a debate that could define the next decade of digital content. Before we do, if you're getting value out of this breakdown, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel and lets me keep you ahead of the curve on the tech that's changing our world. Alright, let's get into the controversy. The copyright cataclysm: is this high-speed piracy? With great power comes great controversy, and Seedance 2.0's most celebrated feature, its ability to precisely replicate motion, style, and effects, is the very thing that has artists and major Hollywood studios terrified. The central question is this: where is the line between inspiration and infringement? The backlash was immediate. Critics argue the tool enables style theft on an industrial scale. An animator who spent a decade perfecting a unique visual style could see it replicated by thousands of people overnight. A choreographer's unique movements, which are protected by copyright, could be copied from a video and put into a commercial with a new character. This isn't just a theoretical problem. Shortly after the model's release, the internet was flooded with AI-generated clips that mimicked the iconic camera work of famous TV shows or recreated well-known actors in new scenes, sparking widespread alarm. Reports have even surfaced that the Motion Picture Association, MPA, which represents major studios, has sent cease and desist letters, viewing the technology's capabilities as a direct threat to their intellectual property. The core of their argument is that Seedance 2.0 blurs the line between original and derivative work to a dangerous degree, creating AI fabrications so realistic they could undermine the value of the original. The creator's dilemma: tool versus theft. But is it really that simple? Is every user of this technology a thief? Let's look at the other side, because the argument for Seedance 2.0 is just as compelling. Proponents argue that the tool is no different from any other creative instrument. A synthesizer can be used to copy a famous melody, but it can also be used to invent an entirely new genre of music. They say Seedance 2.0 is a tool for inspiration, not just replication. The editing tools are built in specifically to encourage this, allowing you to take an inspired camera movement and then modify it, combine it with other elements, and create something new. This has created a huge split in the creative community. On one side are those who see this as the democratization of filmmaking, a tool that will empower a new wave of creators who don't have access to million-dollar budgets. On the other, you have professionals who fear it will devalue their skills and make it impossible to protect their work. This is where I have to ask you, what do you think? Where is the line between being inspired by someone's style and stealing it? Is an AI that can learn that style a tool for artists, or a weapon against them? Let me know your honest take in the comments. This is a conversation we all need to be having, because the technology isn't waiting around for us to figure it out. Bigger picture, a multi-billion-dollar gold rush. This entire debate isn't happening in a vacuum. It's happening in the middle of an economic explosion. To understand why this technology is advancing so quickly, you just have to follow the money. The AI video generation market is not a niche hobbyist space anymore. The global market is projected to be an $847 million industry in 2026 alone. And that's just the start. Forecasts show it skyrocketing to over $3.35 billion by 2034, with a compound annual growth rate of nearly 19%. The biggest driver of this growth is the media and entertainment sector, which is projected to account for nearly a quarter of the entire market in 2026. But it's also being fueled by the endless demand from marketing and advertising for scalable, personalized video content. The financial incentive to create faster, better, and more controllable AI video tools is immense. Geographically, while North America has historically dominated the market, the Asia-Pacific region is a major force, holding the largest market share in 2024. Thanks to innovations from companies like ByteDance, the growth there is explosive. What these numbers tell us is that the pressure to innovate will not slow down. The economic forces at play are too massive. So, where does all this leave us? On one hand, Seedance 2.0 is an undeniable technological marvel. It's a huge leap forward in AI video, offering a level of control that was pure science fiction just a year ago. It has redrawn the competitive map and put the power of cinematic creation into the hands of anyone with a computer. On the other hand, that same power forces a difficult conversation about what we value in art. It pits the democratization of creative tools against the right of an artist to protect their livelihood and unique voice. This isn't just a new feature, it's a societal turning point. Seedance 2.0 is here, and it's not going back in the box. The question is no longer if AI will fundamentally change filmmaking, but how we choose to shape that change. The technology is moving at light speed, and the rulebook has yet to be written. What rules do we need for this new world? Thanks for watching.